What to do with a bunch of strawberries, part 2. As you see, we've used up quite a bit of strawberries. In fact, we've used more strawberries since this video has been recorded. But today we will make strawberry cobbler. So for a 9x9 pan, you want to take probably about 2 cups of strawberries and cut them in half. And I took a half a stick of melted butter and poured over top there, because with your strawberries you don't get a whole lot of liquid. Now for cobbler, the easiest recipe that I know is a cup is what we call it. And basically it's equal parts milk, flour, and sugar. In this instance I did 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of sugar, and 1 cup of flour. And it doesn't matter if it's all-purpose or self-rising. And then you just mix it up really good. And I always add a splash of vanilla to my cobbler batter. So you're just going to blend it up really good. Now it is a thin batter, so don't think it's going to look like a cake batter. Now strawberries don't put off a lot of liquid, especially fresh strawberries. But you can add some sugar, and for that amount, the 2 cups of strawberries, you probably want anywhere between 1/4 of a cup to a 1/2 cup of sugar, depending on how sweet your strawberries are to begin with. And maybe about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and sprinkle that over your strawberries and let them sit for a little bit. Probably, I don't know, 20 minutes maybe. That will allow your strawberries to release some juices. And unlike cobblers that you use, like peaches in a can for instance, you don't have as much juice with these strawberries as you would the peaches if they are fresh strawberries. But anyway, once you've got your batter made and you think that you've got some juice built up from your strawberries, you want to pour your batter in your pan. You just pour it over top of the strawberries and the butter mixture, and then you're going to pop it in your oven and bake it at 350 for roughly about 30 minutes. Mine took almost an hour. Depending on the size of the pan, this 8x8 or 9x9 is going to take longer because it's thicker. You're also going to get a thicker cake. So if you like your cobbler real cakey, then this is the perfect size, the 9x9 pan. But if you want it thinner, then use like a regular cake pan, like a 9x13. And to be real with you, I wish I had used my 9x13, but I couldn't find it at the moment. Also, my aunt is down from Indiana and she's a diabetic. So I fixed her a miniature cobbler, but instead of sugar, I used xylitol. Xylitol is a 1-to-1 ratio. So with hers, I probably used maybe a cup of strawberries. And then I done the exact same thing, but I used a 1/2 cup instead of a cup. So I done 1/2 cup of flour, 1/2 cup of milk, and a 1/2 cup of the xylitol. I mixed that all together and then poured it over hers with a tablespoon of melted butter. And I cooked it the same time, same temperature as I cooked the bigger one that I made for the rest of the family. She said it was really good. To me, it looked a little extra cakey. So I kind of wish that I had used either a bigger pan with both of them that I made, or maybe with hers used a 1/4 cup instead of a 1/2 cup, and the bigger one use a 1/2 cup instead of a cup. But anyway, that's your basic cobbler. It's just your equal parts sugar, flour, milk. You take your fruit of choice. If you want it more juicy, then do something that's got a lot of juice in it, like peaches, like I said earlier. You just pour your fruit in the bottom, put you some melted butter in the bottom, your batter on top, and then just let it bake. And that is a simple southern or country, I don't know which one you'd want to call it, or both, cobbler. Right, here they are out of the oven. Now see, for me that's a little bit more cakey than I like. But again, I wish I'd used the bigger pan. And there's my aunts. But they turned out good. So hopefully this makes you want to go out and get some strawberries and make your own cobbler. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.